What's up, everybody? This is Brother Black Spider here and doing something new with the channel. I hope you enjoyed the last review unboxing that I did. I hope you check that out. I'm going to have it somewhere on this channel. Not on this page. Somewhere in this video, somewhere. Check it out. This video, since I bumped into some new technology, I wanted to give back to everybody that commented on both these videos, and those videos are about the Power a wireless controller for PS3. This is the first video right here. As you can see, I got a lot of love, and I'm going to answer some questions. I'm excited. I am excited. So let's get into it. First question comes from Dark Benevolent. I can't get mine to work. I push the PS3 button. It flashes red for a bit, then stops. There's two problems with that. More than likely, it's not plugged in all the way. Number two, it's a battery issue. More than likely, I use Duracell. I use Duracell or whatever new battery I can get my hands on. But mostly I prefer Duracell. As far with the other one, just plug it in. You might have to wiggle it a bit. You shouldn't have to wiggle it. And hopefully that answers your question, Dorothy. You know you asked this like a month ago, and I didn't know about it a month ago because YouTube is messing with the notifications, right? Emmanuel Valara, his question is in Spanish. I don't think I can answer. Well, yes, I can, because with this new technology, I can just switch. And his question says, I have that controller, and I have a problem. It is not wireless. It is with the cable. When I connect the joystick to the PS3, the middle button flashes, the LED lights, and the controller does not work. Does someone knows how to solve this problem? I can solve that problem. You're gonna have to get a new one. You're gonna have to get a new one, and or wait a minute. Or if you know how to do wire work, you can connect the wires, because more than likely something within the wiring is disconnected for it to do like that. If you don't know how to do any wiring, throw it away. Now get a new one. And what I've noticed about that wire one is they don't last very long. It doesn't take a lot of wear and tear. You don't have to flip it. For me, when it got fried at the base, I knew it was time for it to go. That sucks for you. That sucks for me too, because I really liked that controller because it was softer than this one. Let's see here. And Aubrey likes the controller. Shout out to Aubrey. And Autism Fox says, "Hey yo, it's 2019, and I got one of these controllers, and I don't have a receiver for it. Do you know a way for me to use it without the receiver?" Unfortunately, I don't. I do not. I'm sorry, Autism Fox. And Expedito Idalino wants to know, go down here, says, can you play games? PC games. And I've never tried it with PC. I've always tried it with the PS3. Sabu Kane says, mine keep turning off. More likely, that's a battery issue. Get some new batteries, plug it in, and play. Hope I answered your question. Slip did not like this controller, and I'm glad Slip turned right back around and returned it to the store. That's what you do. Let's see here. Kid Easy, mine won't stay connected. What's wrong? More than likely, it's a plug-in issue. Now, I will say this. If you are having issues, you can press the button on a UHF receiver, and after you've done that, press the button on the controller, and that's a good, quick, easy fix. Hopefully that answers your question, Kid Easy. And I have answered these questions in some part, and some the other questions, some part in some other fashion. El Pero Flunky Punky, excuse me. It is good for shooters, and what to do if the USB adapter broke. Shout out to Dark Rising. You're gonna have to get a new controller, Dark Rising. Dark 5 wants to know how to take it apart. I never tried to take it apart. Why would you? It's a good controller. But then again, Dark 5 might be good with the wiring. So shout out to Dark 5. And as far as, yeah, here we go. Jag GWR Raw. Yeah, I answered that. And Malachi Edwards. I do too, man. I do too. Let's see here. Pavlik. I hope Pavlik took it back to the store. And shout out to Cannabis. Let's see here. Mr. Kit Kat 1. Yes, it is. I actually played a demo of Call of Duty, and it worked pretty good. Responded pretty fast. And Red Rebels got an entirely different one than mine do, obviously. Wait a minute. Mine's an eternal battery, so I can't insert batteries and charges like a Sony controller. Yep, totally different than mine. Totally different than mine. And Mason, oh, shout out to Red Rebel, my bad. Shout out to Red Rebel. Mason Bogey 07. How do you connect it to the PS3? Please make a video. I got one for Christmas, but I don't know how to connect it. I answered that too. Now that's it for this first video. For this first video, we're gonna go to the second video. All right. And some things that I have noticed with the first recording is that there is a lot of clicking, and the reason that you hear a lot of clicking is because, well, I'm recording from my laptop and I'm pressing buttons and I'm moving and such, and I apologize for that. And well, these questions that you're looking at comes from the second video. This was the 6-month update of the PowerA wireless PS3 controller. So let's get to them. And shout out to everybody that dropped a question. I'm very appreciative of this, by the way. So let's start it off. Alessandro Esposito asks, does the PS button work to access the XMB menu? Yes, it does. Liquid Ocelot asks, do you know what caused the random button presses on this thing? Because my controller just completely moves by itself. More than likely, some water has probably gotten to it. And it could be from batteries not operating well. More than likely, that's probably what it is. Charlie's Art asks, it works for PC. I've already answered that question, but I've never tried it. Let's see here. Let's go down. Wait a minute. Let's look at this right here. Let's just look at this right here. This is a journey. This right here is a journey. Bought a PS3 from Methead. You know what? We moving on to Travis Franklin. Shout out to Travis Franklin. Hopefully he took it back to the store. And Hugo Tolentino asks, can you connect to a PS4? I wish you could. I really wish you could. It would have saved me a lot of money. And we are going to go down a bit here so you can see the other questions. There we go. Carlos Alberto Morales Garcia says, hi. Does this controller have rumble features like the DualShock? Is it Synaxis compatible too. Great vid, by the way. Appreciate it. Even though you asked this like a year ago, and you probably ain't gonna see this, but it does have Rumble features, and it is not Synapses compatible. PGM 3D says I had a controller, now it moves by itself. Has this happened to anyone? This has happened to me actually. More than likely what it is the thumbsticks getting locked in place. But what you can do is you can pull them up and you can move them around. I had that problem recently, and it's a fair quick fix. Pat P says, hey, can it be used connected via a USB cable? No. It comes with the UHF adapter, and it comes with a controller, and that's how it works. Shadows Sega Xenic Ixiad. There we go. I need a new controller since my Rock Candy PS3 controller broke, as I recently accidentally cracked it and bent the prongs. But I have a question. How did you operate the Power A PS3 controller? Do you have to press the small connect button? More likely you're talking about the small button on the UHF adapter. You don't have to. More likely you just plug it in, your PS3, you put the batteries in the controller, you press the button on the controller, and you're ready to go. And let's go down here. El Perro Punky, is it good for shooters? I answered that, and it is. It's very responsive. Your shout out to Shadow Lords Vortex. Iced Wolf says I plug in my receiver stick and it don't turn on. It didn't work for me. The controller works fine, but my USB stick, I already answered that question. It doesn't need the flash. How do I turn it off? Power A, and let's go down here. Jade Abrahau. There we go. How do I turn it off? The Power A website says I should hold home button for 30 seconds, but when I let go of the button, the red light comes back. And I answered that question. It goes off with a little bit of inactivity. And Ellen Maller already answered that question. And I already got PGM 3D taken care of. Shout out to him. Dark Vam, shout out to Dark Vam. And shout out to Despair. And that is it. That is all the questions currently that I'm looking at. No new questions. But I will be looking forward to answering more questions, making more videos like this. And due to this new software, I will be able to make videos like this and more projects. So, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And I am Brother Black Spider. See you next time. Peace.